So I burned up my fan clutch fording deep water. I'll include a picture in a second. But so basically right here is your fan clutch, and basically when it gets hot enough, it's a clutch that engages and locks the fan to the crankshaft, basically forcing it to turn and draw in air. So if you go in deep water, this fan's normally meant to go through air, and now trying to push through water, I mean, something's going to give. There's cases where it can pull in and eat your radiator, or it'll burn up the fan clutch like it did with me, so I've got to replace it now. A good way to test if your fan clutch is broken, so right now the engine's cold, so it shouldn't be locked up and spin, but if you heat your Jeep all the way up, let it get to about 210 like it normally is, then turn it off, and then if you can still spin this freely, that means that your fan clutch is bad, because it should be engaged. But so anyway, I've got the new fan clutch here, and then there are a few different ways. So the hard part about replacing this is that, so there's a 36 millimeter bolt right here that we're looking at, and so you can use a giant crescent wrench or buy an actual fan wrench, but the problem is the whole pulley will spin, so you got to lock down the pulley. You can like attach a chain to the bolt, to this bolt, or like try and just put pressure on it, but there are actually tools which I'm going to use, so I can take out 2 bolts, and it's like a piece of metal with 2 slots in it, feed the bolts back in and use that. We'll get to it and I'll show you guys. But yeah, I meant by the tool with 2 slots. So basically we're going to go on the pulley, and there are 13 meter bolts, and remove 2 of them, and then feed them back through 2 holes here, and that'll help us like hold the pulley in place so we can loose the big 36 millimeter nut. Found to do it is to kind of trap your 13 millimeter wrench with the larger 36 millimeter wrench, hold the 36 millimeter, and then bang on the 13 millimeter with the hammer, and I finally got one of them loose. So we're just going to get another one and then feed on our tool. Looks like with the tool installed. So you see I fit the bolts back through the 2 holes, and now I've got the big 36 mil wrench on. I went to the store and bought some longer bolts. So these are 5/16 by 18, and I just got 3/4 inch long. Made it a little easier to put the tool on. And then, so you want to spin this large 36 millimeter nut counterclockwise as you're facing the Jeep. I spent a while going the other way, so you want to go this way with it. And then once you finally break it loose, it should be hand tight and pretty easy from there. So the old fan should just pull right out, and then the blades are actually held onto the clutch with another 4 13 millimeter bolts, and you can see we're just going to place it on the new one and drop it back in and be done.